Hello guys, this is Rakesh from Bodhee Prep. In this video, you'll understand basics of algebra. And today's session for this video is linear equations. We'll be understanding linear equations in one variable, right? I'll also make you understand the terms used. What is their definition? What is the meaning of it? So I'm just writing a linear equation. I'm writing an equation which is 4x plus 3 is equal to 17. This is a linear equation in one variable. So let us dissect this equation. So what is variable? Variable is nothing but in mathematics, anything which is unknown, right? Anything which is unknown, we represent that unknown with the help of a say some alphabet, and that alphabet is called variable, right? So in this particular equation, the value of x or the x itself is a variable, right? What is this 4 which is attached to x? This is nothing but 4 is multiplied with x. So this 4 is called coefficient, right? This 4 is called coefficient. So if some numerical value is multiplied with variable, that numerical value is called coefficient, right? What is this? This is called constant. What is constant? The value is not changing because 3, wherever I write 3, the value will remain 3 itself, right? Similarly, this is also a constant, right? This entire thing is known as equation. So what is equation? Equation is nothing but a mathematical expression wherein the two expressions are equated with an equal to sign. That particular thing is called equation. So here we can see that this is a mathematical expression. This too can be considered as a mathematical expression. They two, both these expressions are equated with an equal to sign. So this entire setup is called equation, right? Fair enough. I believe that these 4-5 things you must have understood it. Now, what is linear? Linear means it is basically a variable having degree of 1. So what is degree? Degree is nothing but what is the power of the variable. For example, I'm writing some other equation. I'm writing equation x square plus 3x plus 5 is equal to 17, something like this. In this case, you can see that the variable is x. The power of x is 2 here and the power of x is 1 here. If nothing is written, then we assume that the power is 1. What is the highest power in this particular equation? The highest power is 2. Then I'll say that this equation has a degree of 2. So what is degree? Degree is the highest power of the variable in the equation. Let me repeat. Degree is the highest power of variable in the equation. So in this particular equation, the variable is x and the power is 1. So if the degree is 1, the highest power of the variable is 1, we call that kind of equation as linear equation. So I hope we have understood the terms linear. We have understood what is the meaning of equation. We have also understood what is the meaning of variable. Now, what is 1 here? 1 in the sense is that today's session is all about linear equation in which there will be only one variable. We can have linear equation having multiple variables. For example, I can have linear equations like this. I can have linear equations like this, right? Here, both x and y are variables. So this is a linear equation in two variables, right? We will be dealing it in the next sessions. But today's session is all about only one variable. So I hope you have understood the meaning of today's topic. What is equation, what is variable, what is linear, and why we are taking one variable equations, right? So let us move ahead and try to figure out that what all things come inside the linear equation and how do we resolve them. In linear equation, or in fact, for any kind of equation, one thing is very important in algebra, that the word problems need to be converted into its mathematical equivalence, right? So let me write an example to show you that what do I mean by saying word problem need to be converted into mathematical equivalence. I'm writing that sum of 3 times of a number and 11 is 32, right? This is a statement given. Some mathematical words are also used, right? Some mathematical numbers are also used. I want to understand this into a mathematical form. This is the most challenging part. If you can understand this, then solving a linear equation is not that challenging. All of you might have also done it, right? But the important thing here is that can you convert this statement into equation, right? So let us understand that. This is very, very ultra basic, guys. So I believe that those who are just starting their preparation and they are not from the maths background, they haven't done anything from the algebra, this is the video which you should be following it, right? And if you're watching this video in the YouTube or some other social media platform, let me remind you that we provide online CAT coaching. The link will be, you'll be finding the link in the description. Do click the link. You'll be getting all the details. You'll be getting the numbers also. You can call and get your doubts clear. Okay. So our job is to convert this into a mathematical expression. Now let us dissect these words. It says that sum. Sum simply means the addition. Sum of what? 3 times. 3 times in the sense something is multiplied by 3 of a number. Have we been given a number? No. The number is not known, right? The number is not known. And 11. That means we have to sum 3 times of a number which is not known and 11. And that is equal to 32. That is, this is nothing but is signifying the equal to sign. Correct? So what we can do here is that since the number is not known, so let us represent that number by taking the help of a variable. So let me assume that the number is x, right? Let the number be x. So this thing has to be taken care first. 3 times of a number, right? And what we are doing with these 3 times of a number, we are doing sum. Sum of what? 3 times of a number and 11. And that is equal to 32. So this is a mathematical representation of this statement. This is the most crucial thing. Every one of us must be good at it, right? I hope you too would have got the same equation if you are translating it into mathematical expression, right? Let's take few more examples so that you are understanding it clearly, because this is the most important thing. As I said, I'm repeating it because the objective of this session is to make you understand these things, convert the statement into statements, mathematical statements. So I'm writing some other thing, right? If 5 is subtracted from 6 times of a number, we get 7, right? Again, we have to identify, is everything given? This is a constant, this is a constant, this is a mathematical operation of minus. 6 times is a mathematical operation of something is to be multiplied by 6. But what need to be multiplied by 6? A number. Again, I don't know what that number is. So this is a variable, right? Or we should assign it as a variable. So let us assume that this variable is 6, x. So 6 times of x. What are we doing with this? We are subtracting 5. When 5 is subtracted from 6 times of a number, so we have to subtract 5 from it. Then we get 7. That we get 7 means that is equal to 7. So this is a mathematical representation of this statement, right? So again, I'm writing another example and you have to do it on your own. Take a pause the video there itself, write the equation and then check whether you are writing the equation correctly or not, right? So the next statement is that 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7, right? Pause the video and try to frame equation like this. Okay, I hope you must have done it. Now let us analyze it. 1/4 of m. M is not known. Here the variable is already been introduced, so let it be m only. What is 1/4 of? 1/4 of in the sense, in the number system, I already told 1/4 is 1/4. Of means multiplication. So 1/4 of m. This is what? 3 more than 7. What is more? It is excess, right? So this expression is 3 more than 7. That means if I deduct 3 from here, I should be getting 7, right? From this expression, if I take out that 3, that means that should be equal to 7. Fair enough? So this should be the equation. Some of you might have got 1/4 of m is equal to 7 plus 3. This is also correct. 3 more in the sense, add 3 into the 3 to 7, and that should be equal to. So whether you are doing this or doing this, one of the same thing, because when we transpose minus 3 to the RHS, we get 7 plus 3. The minus 3 becomes plus 7, right? So both the equations are correct, right? So let us do one more and then we'll be moving to the next concept. So 1/3 of a number plus 5 is 8. Pause the video and please do write the equation. Okay. Again, the number is not given. So let me assume it to be x. 1/3 of in the sense 1 by 3 times of that plus 5 is equal to 8. This is the equation you should have got, right? I believe you have understood this, right? Now, in mathematics, what happens is that if you understand things from A to B, concept wise, if you understand, say from A to B, what is the flow of the concept, it's good. But the best thing is that, can you reverse the concept? Can you understand the concept in a reverse format? What do I mean by that? Right now, I gave you the statement and I ask you to convert into a mathematical format. Now I'll be doing almost reverse of it. That is, I'll give you the equation and you have to frame the statement. If you can do that, that means you have understood the concept in the most appropriate form, right? For example, if I write x minus 5, this is equal to 9. Pause the video and frame your equation. The word equation can be different, right? But it should assign to the same equation, right? Or once you convert that word into equation, you should be getting x minus 5 is equal to 9, right? Pause the video and do that. Okay. One way is, of course, I can say that when 5 is subtracted from a number, we get 9. We can do that, right? Because if I just ignore this and I want to convert this into statement, then we can say that this is a variable. That variable, what is happening when 5 is subtracted to this? We get what? 9. You might have got some other statements also, but do check on your own that whether after converting that statement to the mathematical statement, are you getting this equation or not? This is the most important thing or the critical, right? So I hope this thing is understood. What are variable, constant, equation, etc. Everything is done. Now let us move to how do we solve these equations, right? How do we solve these equations? So let us take few examples. If I have 12x minus 5 is equal to 25. I want to solve the equation, solve this. So whenever the question says solve this, so what is the equation? What is the question expecting? The question is expecting that what is the value of x for which this portion is equal to this portion. Now, what is this portion usually called? This portion is called left hand side and this portion is called right hand side. If LHS is equal to RHS, that simply means that the value of x will take such value or x should be assigned such value so that when we replace the value of x with that number, whatever the value of LHS is, the same value should be for the RHS, right? For example, if I just randomly put some number for x, let us assume that the value of x is 1. I want to put it here. I'll be getting 12 into 1 minus 5, which comes out to be 12 minus 5, which comes out to be 7. So LHS is 7, but RHS is how much? 25, which is not equal to now. So what do I infer from it? I infer that the value of x is not equal to 1 or x is equal to 1 is not satisfying the equation. X is equal to 1 is not satisfying this equation. So what is the value which will satisfy this equation? Rather than doing this hit and trial way, what we can do is that we can simply solve it. How? I believe that most of you must have done this, but still I'm doing it for those people who are very, I say beginner in algebra. What we have to do is that we have to get x in the LHS and everything else in the RHS. And there should be equal to sign in between, right? So what I should do is that, and at the same time, whatever mathematical operation I'm doing in the LHS, the same operation need to be done in the RHS. So I want this minus 5 to be shifted from LHS to RHS. So 12 of x will remain here. This minus 5, when they are transposed, they change their sign. When something in the LHS is transposed to the RHS, they change their sign. If the sign is plus, that will become minus, and if the sign is minus, that will become plus. So this should be, this is 25 on the RHS, this minus sign will become plus sign, right? So again, we can say that this 12 of x is equal to what? 30. I'm not interested in the value of 12 of x. I'm interested in the value of x. How do I get rid of this 12? The best way is that we should divide both the side by 12. By doing so, I'm not making change in their equality because I'm doing the same thing both the side. Correct? So after dividing by 12, I'll get rid of this. Why I'm dividing by 12? Because 12 is multiplied with x. How do I get rid of 12? Let us divide everything by 12. So 12 will get cancelled out. Now I'm getting the value of x as 30 by 12. This is not in a proper form. We know that 3 is multiple of both numerator and denominator. So we can divide both numerator and denominator by 3. So I'll be getting 10 by 4. Again, 2 is also common. So we can say that this is 5 by 2. So the value of x is equal to 5 by 2 is that value for which this equation will have LHS is equal to RHS. And that is the meaning of solving a linear equation. I hope you must have got it, right? Okay. So let us take another example. Now we'll be doing it fast. You have to pause the video. You have to solve it on your own. Then check the answer. Okay. Pause the video and solve it. Okay. So what we should be doing is that we should try that everything else should get from LHS to RHS. In the LHS, there should be only variable m. So what I can do is that let me open the bracket. If I'm opening the bracket, 4 will be multiplied with m. 4 will also be multiplied with 3 and there is a plus sign between it. So 4 into 3 is 12 and that is equal to 18, right? Or 12 we can transpose to the RHS. So 4 of m will become what? 18 minus of 12 because here it is plus of 12. So 4 of m is becoming how much? 6. Now we have to get rid of 4. So what we can do is that we can divide 4 both the side. So it will be 4 of m divided by 4 is equal to 6 divided by 4. So this will get cancelled out. So I'm getting the value of m as 6 by 4. This is not in a proper form. So we can divide both numerator and denominator by 2. So I'll be getting 3 by 2. So m is equal to 3 by 2 is the answer for the variable. That is the value of m for which the LHS is equal to RHS. And you can check. If you put the value of m is equal to 3 by 2 here, what do I get? 4, 3 by 2 plus of 3, right? 4. Here we can say that 3 by 2 plus, we have to multiply, here it is 1 now, we have to multiply both the side, both numerator and denominator by 2, so it will become 6 by 2. So that both have the denominator same, so we can quickly add them, so it will become 3 plus 6 divided by 2, right? Or 4 into, this will be 9 divided by 2, or 4 into 9 by 2, so this will go by 2 times, 2 into 9 is 18, which is nothing but RHS, right? Okay, so let's move to the next question. Question number 3. I've written here is that this is minus 2x plus 3. This is equal to 8. Pause the video. Please solve. Okay. Again, let us open the bracket. So it will be minus 2x minus of 6 is equal to 8. Now let us get rid of this. So it will be minus 2x is equal to 8 plus of 6. Minus 6 will become plus of 6 when we transpose. So minus 2 of x will become 14. Again, dividing both the side by minus 2. I'll be getting, this will get cancel. I'll be getting the value of x, which is 14 divided by minus 2 is nothing but minus 14 divided by 2, because minus sign can interchange from numerator to denominator if there is only one minus sign. So this will go by 7 times. So the value of x is minus 7. This is the solution. I hope you too have got the same value, right? Now let us take a slightly more complicated linear equation wherein the variable is, till now the variable was only in the LHS. It is not necessary. The variable can be in both LHS and RHS. For example, I can have 2 of x plus say minus of 3 is equal to x plus 2. And we have to get the value of x. What we can do is that we can take variable to the LHS and everything else on the RHS, or vice versa, depending upon what you want to do. So here the solution would be, in fact, pause the video and solve it. And then after you have got the value of x, then proceed with the video. Okay, I hope you have done it. So 2 of x minus 3 is equal to x plus 2. What I can do is that I can take this x on the LHS and take this minus 3 on the RHS. So what will happen? This x is a positive sign, so it will become minus of x. This minus 3 is a negative sign, so this will become positive x. Sorry, positive value. So this 2 of x minus of x means what? 2 times of x minus of x is simply means the x is common. Here, it should be written only x basically. 2x minus of x is nothing but x. That is equal to 5. So we have got the value of x which is equal to 5. And you can check. If you put the value of x to be 5, this will be 10 minus 3 which is equal to 7. 5 plus 2 is also equal to 7. So they are matching. LHS is equal to RHS is matching, right? Let us take more example. 5 of x plus 7 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 of x minus 14. Please solve. Again, now here I have just slightly increased the complications. Here I have introduced fractions. So what we have to do is that to make our job easy, we should get rid of fraction. So how to get 7 by 2, get rid of 7 by 2 and 3 by 2? What we can do is that we are bothered more about the denominator too. So let us multiply both the side, both the entire LHS and RHS by 2. And let's see what do I get. So if I multiply the LHS by this and the RHS also by 2, then what do I get? 2 is multiplied by 5 will give me 10 of x. 2 multiplied by 7 by 2. This 2 will get cancelled out. I'll be only getting 7. And here I'll be getting 3 of x minus 2 into 14 is 28. Again, this 3 of x should be brought in the LHS. This should be taken down to the RHS. So we'll be getting what? This will be 10 of x minus 3 of x. And here it will be minus 28 minus of 7. This together will become 7 of x. And here it is minus 35. So the value of x, how do I get? We can divide both the side by 7. So here the 7 will get vanished. And in the RHS, I'll be getting this, which on simplification, I'll be getting minus 5. So the value of x is equal to minus 5 is the solution. Right? Okay, let's take one more example. So next example is 6x plus 1 whole divided by 3 plus of 1 is equal to x minus 3 divided by 6. Pause the video, please solve it. You may take a couple of minutes also, it doesn't matter, but you should be getting the right answer. Okay, let's see. How do I resolve? Again, there is a variable. There is a fraction or a denominator having 3 and 6. We know that if I find the LCM of 3 and 6, you can find it will be 6, right? If you have gone through the previous videos of LCM and LCM, the basic multiples and factors video, you'll be getting this. I want that both the side, it should be 6 so that I can get rid of the things which is in the denominator. So what I can do here is that I can multiply both the side by 6. So what will happen is that 6x plus 1 divided by 3 plus of 1. This need to be multiplied by 6. And here also x minus 3 divided by 6 need to be multiplied by 6. Why I have taken the LCM of 3 and 6 only? Because here the denominator is 3, here the denominator is 6. So let us take the LCM. This LCM will give me or will help me to get rid of these terms which are in the denominator. 6 when multiplied by this entire thing, right? 6x plus 1 divided by 3 when multiplied by 6. What will happen is that this will be gone by 2 times, right? This will be multiplied by 6. So here it will be 2 times of 6x plus 1 plus of 6. And here the entire thing will get vanished and I'll be getting x minus 3. 12x plus 2 plus of 6 is equal to x minus 3, right? So 12x plus 8 is equal to x minus 3. 12 of x minus x is equal to minus 3 minus of 8, right? Which effectively is 11 of x is equal to minus 11. So the value of x is minus 1. We can divide both the side by 11 to get the value of x, right? This thing you should be very quick in doing, right? Should not be making silly mistakes also in this. Fine. So let's take the last example. And the last example is 5x minus 2 times of 2 of x minus of 7 is equal to 2 times of 3 of x minus 1 plus of 7 by 2. Pause the video, please solve it. Okay, let's do the solution. So we have to first of all just open the brackets. This will be 5 of x minus 4 of x. Minus 2 into minus 7 will make it plus 14. And here it will be 6 of x minus 2 plus of 7 by 2. Again, there is a fraction 7 by 2. So let us just simplify. This will x plus of 14, and here it is 6x minus 2 plus 7 by 2. What we can do is that we can multiply everything by 2, both LHS and RHS. So if I multiply everything by 2, this will become what? 2x, this will become 28, this will become what? 12x, this will become minus 4, and this will remain 7. Because 7 by 2 into 2 is what? 7. 2 will get cancelled out. Now let us take this to on the RHS. It's not necessary. It's not a rule that the variable has to be only on the LHS. It can go to the RHS also. Why I'm taking it to the RHS? Because here 12 of x is bigger than 2 of x. So I'll be getting positive coefficient of the variable when I take it to the RHS. You can take it to the LHS also, you'll be getting the same answer, right? So here it is 28, and I'm transposing everything into the LHS other than the variable. So here this minus 4 will become plus 4, and this 7 will become minus 7. And here it will be 12 of x minus of 2 of x. So this will become how much? This is 28 minus 3 is 25. And here it will be 10 of x. So the value of x would be what? 25 by 10, which comes out to be 5 by 2 if I'm not wrong. Right? So this is all about equations in one variable. The most important thing is that the word statement should be, you should be able to convert them into the equation. Once you have converted into the equation and the equation is right, then solving the equation is not that challenging, right? So I'll just stop here only for this video. In the next video, I'll extend the same logic. We'll be taking some complicated equations, and say we'll be having linear equation in two variable. We'll also be having say polynomial. So I'll just decide after this video that what topic we should be taking after we have understood linear equation. Thank you.